Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafe Gal. We're gonna play a little more Final Fantasy VI here. This should be the last one. We're gonna head back into the Dragon's Den. I've got my new parties figured out. We're gonna go back to a little bit closer to our traditional, I believe. Yeah. Except this is going to be even more eggs in one basket than previously. This is going to be our party that fights all the bosses. The rest is going to be a lot more flexible. We are sticking with, well, that party literally should not be fighting anybody. So I'm gonna actually do a little rearranging there. Okay. So I've basically prioritized it so that one of the parties does most of the heavy lifting. That being this one. One of the parties is going to, or not this one, the opposite of this one. Basically, this party is only along for the ride, just to flip switches and stuff. They shouldn't actually have to do any fights. And I just realized that I changed my plans a little bit as I went. So yeah, I'm just gonna unequip anything important from them. Actually, let's do that. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. They're not gonna be fighting anything. I am confident I will not screw up and they will not have to fight anything. And if they do, then we're screwed. So we're gonna start off, we're gonna have to redo part of the lava puzzle. To get our characters into position. I did go and look at a guide, only in as far as, like, I looked at some maps and I plotted my route. So, we should be able to... Miracle shoes. I'm going to go ahead and just equip this party the way I'm going to for the boss, except for the ward bangle and an alarm earring. This party may not actually be able to do what I want it to do. Yeah, we'll see. So just as a note, everybody in this party is currently either immune to elements or close to immune to elements. Realm is the only one who should be taking any damage from magic. Or from the standard elements, at least. Shadow is wearing the Paladin shield. Celis is using Or Celes and Terra have their standard gear. This is going poorly. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This great start is what I'm using to beat the boss. These guys are using a lot of weird random stuff, and I have a feeling it will be better once we get started. Basically, they're designed to do something very specific. So the fact that... Oh, don't do that. So it does not surprise me that they're having trouble right now against some random fights. How many hit points does this... Okay. I went the wrong way. Figures. So I'm just gonna wait here a moment. We're gonna knock Terra out of confusion and just finish this guy off with physical attacks. Except for the fact that Terra has ridiculously high physical evasion right now because of the way I equipped her. Kill me. Yeah. They're supposed to be on the second path. This one. They may not even need to, now that I'm looking at it. There may be a bit more Ultima in this section of the run. I hate confusion effects. It's official. So, for the record, Terra is using Lightbringer. Celis is using God Save the Queen because they have the highest evasion rates. Terra's sword, her unique sword, does not actually have very good evasion. Ugh. You know what? We're gonna wait and see if this party actually needs it. We're gonna Gigas Glove and Hyper Wrist, Master Scroll, and let's just go Hero's Ring. Hero's Ring. Hero's Ring. Alarm Earring. Regular Earring. Okay. I'm less worried about this party than the other one right now for some reason. Maybe I should be, but... Okay. Basically, everybody should be at least strong against elements. Like, literally everybody I'm using should be at least strong against the primary 3 elements. Looks like, oh, no, Setzer's got Force Armor, Flame Shield. Flame Shield, I guess Go-Go is currently the only one who's not. He's only got 2 out of 3. There we go. I found my path. Hey, she's almost out of MP. I'm so confused right now. Oh well. This should do it. So this party is going to accompany... it's basically going to be the ones that wander around for the third part of the dungeon and are going to sit on the save point for the rest of the time. Which in retrospect is kind of too bad because they're kind of awesome. But they're the ones, basically, they're going to do a lot of walking potentially is where I'm going. And they're the ones who I'm not bringing to the final boss. Mostly because of the equipment they've got. It's basically the main thing we're going off of. I've gone on and on about during this about how awesome the equipment available to Paracelsus and Realm are. And Shadow actually has surprisingly his final sword we're gonna get is actually really good. The choice was basically, or one of the other choices that I was definitely considering was Setzer, just because of the fixed dice, and because of this. But I figured I'd take out the random. I'd rather have Shadow doing, 5,000 damage a round with throw, than risk having a bad run with Setzer. And the other three are my highest power magic characters. So yeah, for now they're gonna sit on the save point. I did also consider Cyan and Sabin for similar reasons as far as just damage output goes. The main reason I didn't is actually not because of the final boss, but because of some of the other bosses that we're going to run into on the way. So we're going to abuse this real quick to get a tent, so we can restock their magic. And I just realized I forgot something. So we're gonna go wander a bit. Hopefully not too much, because like I said, I don't really... Unfortunately, they're not very efficient at getting rid of non-bosses. That's not good. just in case. Security. Hey, you got a rare drop there, Dragonhorn. That's good. So apparently, this cave over here on the left must have opened at one of the seals, and is has like 2 treasure chests behind it that we never collected. We're gonna go run and grab that quick. That's kind of terrifying. That reminds me, I do need to cast Float before we go into the final area. May as well just do it now. See if it lasts. As I just realized that I probably could have had Mog's party go in here to avoid having the random encounters. Oh, that's right. Well, hopefully that kills it. Okay. I mean, I'm sure this is not important items by any means. I just want to get them. It's the collector in me. Yeah, those definitely weren't worth it. I don't understand how this party with the ward bangle equipped is running into so many enemies. Like, that other party ran into, what, 3 fights, maybe? 4? Okay. Step 1 done. And we've got our tent party set up. So we're gonna hit him with one spell, he's gonna put up Reflect. We're gonna hit him with a sword. And then a shuriken, and does that do it? Not quite. By the way, it's worth mentioning, all my characters are still in the back row, which means they're dealing and taking half physical damage. So if you see them do what seems like a reasonably low number, like 1,000 damage, it's worth keeping in mind. Terra does a lot because she has the Illumina equipped, which is Holy Element, and there's a lot of enemies that don't like that. Okay. If I want them to do the fight, I've got to take them this way. That looks not fun. I have absolutely no qualms about skipping out on as much of the fighting as we can. The bosses are going to be bad enough from what I've seen and heard about them so far. No, this is right. This is right. We're going to fight the Gold Dragon. I know I mentioned that it absorbs magic, and this may be seem like an odd choice of a party to go fight it. Once I actually figured out what the details were on how that works, I'm a little less worried. Throwing star match. Okay, I think I'm not gonna take any risks here, and we're gonna go... Yeah. We're gonna make sure we've got thunder shields on that party instead of what they're using currently, just for this fight. Obvious exception being Shadow. Because Paladin Shield absorbs thunder also. Okay. So, the way this works is he has an effect that's the equivalent of Runic at all times. So... I think... we're gonna do Fuma Shuriken. And the Flood spell actually ignores Runic. So we're going to get around that restriction with Flood repeatedly. Realm doesn't know Flood, or she would be using it. Shadow actually does, but I feel like the Shurikens are going to do better. I'm actually not sure if I can cast Healing Magic. That's the main reason I'm not casting any heals or buffs. Okay, that was not bad. One more down, and we got Shadow's best weapon. Oh, nope, I lied. We got Lux best weapon. Okay, so that unlocks that last thunder door by the, back by the last save point we found last time, before we did teleport it out. I'm not sure where that is. Those must be the where the actual doors are. So Seal of Lightning is, I believe, the last one, effectively. And so from here, we're going to be basically making a beeline for the boss. Except there's one treasure room we haven't gotten yet. I couldn't figure out how to get to it last time, and it's actually because you need 2 parties. And I was just exploring with Mog. So we're gonna lead with Mog, and he's gonna take the long route. This is in this treasure room off to the side here that we've already explored once. So this is the one I'm talking about right here. There's that little off-color wall. Now, since it's closer to go to that than to go all the way around this, we're still going to have Mog's party lead and go through the old treasure room. Since it's such a walk, ignore all the random encounters, not worry about anything. And out here. So apparently, there we go. You know what? For the sake of it, we're gonna do this before we start moving again. We're gonna go back to the shields they were using. Again, they absorb less, but they take damage from, or they take half from pretty much everything. Or less. There's one more monster in a box that we're gonna run into. So that's part of why we're doing this party the way we are. So that they can fight the monster in the box instead of Mog's party. So it's kind of a twofer that we did it the way we did. I wish I had more smoke bombs. I'm actually a little sad that I don't have more. Let's see if this is immune to holy water. Because if it's not, we're just gonna kill it. There we go. I don't really like the whole I counterattack you when I die thing that those guys do. I realized, like, right after I did that Malboros absorbed, like, every element, and that was probably a terrible idea. Okay, Dueling Mask is unfortunately an item we're not going to be using. I went and looked it up, and it's actually really good. But it's only usable by Gap. I have to admit, I had a moment as I was planning my party for this where I realized that the party I wanted to do was almost perfect. And what it needed, it wasn't Gao, I promise, was, I couldn't afford to put Umaro in the party that I was going to do, because Umaro Umaro in the same party as Gogo increases the chances of him accidentally copying a fight when Umaro acts out of order. Okay, whole party, ribbon, miracle shoes. Let's do this. So, we're going to fight 5 Flan princesses. Now the trick here is that these enemies, normally what they do is prevent you from using magic by casting Berserk on you immediately. But we have ribbons. So they berserk you and then make it so you can't use magic, and Flans are pretty much immune to physical attacks. So, yeah, ribbons across the board, and then just a couple Firagas, and we're good. And they dropped Shadow's weapon. So, I'm just going to point out the evasion as an offhand thing. And I just realized, I'm pretty sure I was going to have him use Force Armor so he'd have that same evasion rate with his magic as well, but I think we're probably okay. So that's the last treasure. Okay. Get that ward bangle back on real quick. Yeah, that's probably gonna hurt a bit. I'm just gonna stop trying to be fancy, because I'm pretty sure it's faster to just wail on them sometimes. Okay, so, for the record, that was the last mini-boss. We are pretty much at the point now where we just have to make our way back up to the correct areas, and we're done. Get this party as far as I can. This is where that second Thunder Seal was, I believe. Okay, so we're going to backtrack here with Mog. Stand on a switch to open the door. Unfortunately, we don't get to have that party stand on that save point. Though that would be really nice, because we're not going to actually have a save point party for the next little section. The good news is that most of the next section we're going to be wandering around with Mog still. Okay, so you may notice the similar discolored point here. And toss a tent down and a save. And make our way in. This is, we're done with this party once we go through this door. Ribbon, 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 miracle shoes across the board. Kind of want to... You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do a real quick... Oh, wait, I've got 3 Force Armors. That means Shadow can't use Force Armor, never mind. I'm dumb. Okay, so that party is done. Hey, that's where the hint about that weird little spot I was complaining about with the fire was. There was a hint after all. Okay. So, we're gonna head back this way. I believe we want Thunder Shields here. Where's my last Thunder Shield? No. I could have sworn I had enough Thunder Shields. Well then. I guess I have no choice. Need to remember to change that back, or there's no point in it. Ward Bangle. Okay, you're probably gonna recognize this part here, because I went through it a couple times before. Round to stand on the switch, yep. So this party, all they have to do now is traverse back to where that section is that I was literally just standing on. Basically, they just need to go through and do that switch, and we're good. Or at least close to that. I think maybe one more little section. And if you recall, this is the area with those Avis Drakes. Hence the... Hence the Thunder Shield requirement. Hey, we got a Lich Ring. We're not using the Lich Ring, but we have one. Those were some terrible rolls that still somehow managed to kill that guy. Okay, so this opens up to this whole big area over here. With the jumping and such. And this bridge area, which is where we're going. So this should be the last room, and we're actually going to stop on a save point here. And once we get there, we're at the point where there's no more random encounters, so I believe. There's no switches for this one. So I think I'm going to take my chances here and say this is going to be the end of this video. Pick back up next time with the final walk. It's pretty much just going to be moving this party to the left, and then a short jaunt with Mog's party that doesn't have random encounters, and then we're at Kaiser Dragon. I'm partially doing it this way. You know what? We're gonna... I don't want to take too much extra time in case I die horribly repeatedly. So we'll do the walk with Mog first. Oops. We don't have to do the whole thing because of that stairway we opened earlier. And this was that last Thunder Seal. Okay, so with that, hopefully you're still enjoying these videos. If you are, please give me a like or subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.